Last year we had a 16-inch allotment for the growers in the district, which was the smallest allotment in the history of the Modesto Irrigation District. But if we have more water available now in the reservoir, the part of that kind of goes without thinking a little bit is this time last year we had no snow. It was pretty dry up in the hills. And right now we've got quite a bit of snow. So when you look at the fact we have more water available in the reservoir, plus the fact that there's a lot of snow up there, we should be able to increase that allotment to growers. How much is still relatively unknown. We do have a 16-day weather forecast that we can look at through MID. And when you look 16 days out, we could end up with another 10 to 15 inches on the high end of rain in the next 16 days in the valley. So there is still a chance for a lot of rain to come in the next couple of weeks, which again would be real beneficial to the water situation heading into next year. And that'll really be the topic of conversation coming up over the winter. Not really a lot going on district-wise. I think I reported last time I was here, but I'll say it again. There were no rate increases on the electric side put through for 2016. And even looking into 2017, so far, staff is saying it looks like we won't need any electric increases again. That'll be going on 6 years of no electric increase in the Modesto Irrigation District. There's no other utility in the state that can say that right now. So things are starting to look really good. February 9th is our next meeting. We will be discussing water rates at that meeting. We won't be discussing allotment quite yet because, as you know, weather can be pretty unpredictable. And so we like to wait as late in the season as possible until we determine how much water is available, because that number could constantly change. But we will start discussing water rates. Most likely the water rates will go up. We're pretty fortunate to be blessed with some of the lowest water rates in the state of California. And so to go up a little bit would be suitable for the farmers. My family farms. I'm a fourth-generation farmer myself, and I've been saying for a while we should probably go up a little on the water rates, and it looks like we may do that again this year, but that'll be determined by what staff presents at the next meeting on February 9th. So if you're interested in that, I encourage you to come down to the downtown office on the 9th at 9 a.m. and hear what we have to say. If there's no questions, and if there's any questions, I'll take those now. Otherwise, thanks for letting me be here.
Yeah. Streamed online?
Yeah, the meetings are streamed online. You can go to mid.org, and on the left-hand side it'll say board meetings. You can click on that, and if you can't make our meetings, which are generally every other Tuesday at 9 a.m., they are streamed live online. So you can watch them live as they're happening online, and if you miss the ones that are going back a few meetings, you can watch all the recorded meetings going back a couple of years now. We've been able to have the capability to record those meetings.
Any other questions?
I have a question. Are you calling around and saying you're changing the smart meters to new meters? Those are going to increase by 12 to 16%?
No, that, you know what that call is? So we talk about the scams. Those solar companies, that's solar companies trying to sell you a system. I have caught those calls at my own house, where I get a phone call saying, your local utility is going to be raising your rates up to 12% to install new meters. Press 1 to talk to an operator. So I press 1 and they go, I said, hi. I said, I'm really concerned about this fact that my local utility is going to be raising my rates. And they said, I know, isn't that terrible? I said, yeah, especially considering I'm on the board of directors and that's a bunch of bullpucky. And about that time, they hang up the phone and I don't hear from them again. So no, that's a bunch of BS. Rates are not going up. The other thing that I've heard from people, talking about scam-wise, you could get people that call and say you owe a bill and threaten you and all sorts of things. You'll know if you're past due because your lights will go off. So you won't be worried about a phone call. You'll know it right away if you're that far past due. Additionally, I did hear of a story in the Woodland West community where there was some gentleman who walked up to a house, knocked on the door, said they were from MID, and they were there to do an energy audit. And if they would let them in the house and look around, they could tell them ways to save power. That is not us. We do have a program like that, but you have to sign up for it ahead of time. We will not knock on your door and ask to come in your house. It is a free program. If you do wish to look for ways to save power in your own home and knock your bill down, you can go to mid.org, look for energy audit, and fill out the paperwork, submit the application, and someone from the district will call you and set up an appointment to come out to your house and tell you ways to save energy. But we do not just cold call people or stop by your house for any reason. If that does happen, feel free to call MID to confirm that that is the case, and absolutely alert local law enforcement. Thank you very much.